Namaste. Good morning, everybody. How are we doing today? Hope you're doing well. It's another week ahead of us. It's Tuesday. And let's stretch and breathe. Try to feel better. Try to feel more connected with our true selves. And find peace. And find love. Find harmony and acceptance and understanding within ourselves, which is the seat of the universe, the Great Spirit, the Holy Father, God, whatever you feel is your connection to the greater beyond, deep inside. We all have it, not only us, but everything that's a part of nature, which includes us, is connected to the universe, is connected to the Great Spirit, is connected to God. God lives within us. Let's find that connection. Take a moment to just center yourself. Allow your back to be straight and lift through the spine. Let the shoulders relax. Close the eyes. And just say, hello in there. Are you there? Calm the mind. Stop thinking and focus in on your true self, on your true nature, whatever it may be. Accept it. It is who you are. It is holy and sacred. I send you my most sincere namaste, which of course is a Sanskrit phrase meaning the divine light in me, recognizes the divine light in you. And I am grateful for each of you. Hi, Annie. Nice to see you. Stretch and breathe with me. Okay, so let's take a few more minutes of just focusing inward, and I'll be quiet so that you can get settled. Find yourself in a relaxed and balanced state with your breath leading the way, breathing deep and slow. Find balance and relaxation in this nice, seated, comfortable position. Allow the back to be straight. Relax your shoulders, relax your belly, relax your hips. Sink down into your sitting space, whether it's a chair or your yoga mat or wherever you are connected down with your weight into the earth. At the same time that you're sinking down through the hips, reach up through the top of the head, thus creating more space between each vertebrae, more space in the abdomen, more space in the chest, more space in the neck. Let's do a little simple neck roll, drop the head, and then slowly move your chin along your collarbone, left and right, as you breathe in and out. Drop that chin down. Let the back of the neck relax. And here we go, left and right, breathing as we move. Moving as we breathe. Slow, steady, aware. As you move your chin along your collarbone left and right, maybe you would feel a certain spot that has some tension or sensitivity or even pain. When you find that spot, if you find a spot like that, please consider stopping and just letting it relax as you breathe. Ask it to let go. Generally, the tension is sort of habitual and you're just clenching. So ease it, relax it. Send it love and comfort. Ask it to relax. let's take that chin all the way to the right shoulder and sweep it up so that the face becomes more or less level. You're looking to the right over your shoulder, or maybe your head doesn't turn all the way to the right so that your chin isn't directly over your shoulder. Don't let that bother you. Whatever your edge of your neck movement is, I'm just going to ask you to bring your shoulders back and imagine that your sternum and your heart are shining forth, allowing your true spirit to shine through this part of the body, the throat and heart chakra. Open it up. Shoulders back and down, looking to the right. And let's make a small circle in the air with the nose over the top to the back. Start small, the size of a coin, penny, a 1-cent piece, slightly bigger, a nickel, $50, or whatever size suits you. As you focus inward, keep breathing. Make sure if you're on your right shoulder that you're going over the top to the back, which would be clockwise. Breathe in and out. Expand if it's okay. Do not force your neck to do anything that feels difficult, stressful. If you hear a clicking noise, something's not quite right in there, just be gentle, back off from the circle, and just find yourself finding that source of discomfort, and again send relaxation and love to that spot. Let's slowly drop the chin down 1 centimeter at a time and return to just letting the head fall forward with no movement. Relax your back, relax your shoulders, relax your belly, relax your hips. Let the neck stretch forward. And back and forth, slowly left and right. Take some breaths. We're just starting here today. Remember, anything that feels sensitive, for instance right here, I'm feeling it. I'm going to stop right here and just breathe and stretch and relax this one strand of muscle that connects the back of the skull down towards my right shoulder blade. I'm just going to ask it to release as I breathe air directly into that spot. Find a lot of patience for yourself. Don't force, don't rush. Be in the moment. The mind is always jumping around what to do next, what's coming next. Let that go. Be here, be now. Focus inward. Send love and comfort to the body. And eventually we are going to sweep the chin all the way to the left and sweep the head up into a level position, looking in the left direction as far as your chin will allow you to turn left. Don't worry about how far that is. Just take it to that edge. Adjust your posture. Shine that heart forward. Let's begin our small circle over the top to the back. So if you're at your left shoulder, that means counterclockwise. Inhale at the top of your circle. Exhale at the bottom. And if you're fine with the circle, you can go bigger, but don't feel like you have to if it's not good for you. Take it easy, take it slow. Lots of breathing. And then slowly bring the nose back into the center of your circle. Sweep the chin down and back to just left and right. You may want to experiment with turning the head so you sort of lead with your forehead and let the chin trail along behind. Take your time. This early part of our practice is so important. Starting slow, starting soft. Let's come back to looking forward. Give me a namaste right now. Make yourself feel the meaning of this gesture. The divine light in me recognizes the divine light in you. We are one. There's another way to think of that. Let's lift the hands up, breathe in, stretch it up. Exhale, bring it right back down. This is not a big stretch, just trying to synchronize our breath with our movement. You can close the eyes if you want, focus in. One more time, we'll stretch up this time and really reach. Look up at the ceiling, wiggle your fingers, reach up, breathe in. Arms come out to the side, exhale. Bring it forward, fingers touch. Bow the head. Hold this position as you breathe. Reach those fingertips forward, bow your head down so that your cheeks are close to your biceps. On your next inhalation, we open the hands straight out to the side, lift the face, breathe in, send the hands way back. Exhale, bring it in front again. Inhale, open. Exhale, close. One more time, inhale, open. Exhale, close. And bend the elbows, prayer hands. Beautiful. All right, let's stretch out those legs. Take a minute to find yourself in a good L sit. Your body is shaped like capital letter L. Pull the flesh away from your sitting bones, sitting tall, lifting through the spine and the top of the head up, at the same time pushing down through those hip bones into the earth. Straighten out your legs. Flex your ankles. I know you can't see my ankles right now, but flex the ankles so the toes are pointing back towards your face. If you can, if it feels right. Lift through the heart, lift through the chin, the forehead, the top of the head, shoulders relaxing down, arms resting on your thighs, palms up. Really flex those ankles and really stretch up to the top of the head. 3 breaths. All right, relax the legs. Let's stroke from ankles to hips and hips to ankles. Maybe you can even reach for your toes. Wherever your flexibility says, yes, that's my limit, respect it. Don't force yourself beyond any limits at all, ever. At least not with Lisa, not with Yoga with Lisa. We don't push past our limits. We always respect and appreciate whatever our movement is. As you slowly reach towards your ankles, let's see if we can drop the forehead down close to the knees on a gentle rounded back. And then lift to the top of the head and breathe in. Exhale, folding forward. We're going to slow it down so we stay down just for a moment before we come up. Straighten the back, lift the top of the head, inhale. Exhale, reaching for the ankles or the toes. Forward, fold, hold. Keep breathing. And slowly back up. Awesome. Let's open the legs just a little bit. Let me push the camera back a bit so you can get more view of what's happening. Sorry, just give me a sec here. Hopefully that will show a little bit better. Alright, so ankles flexed. Oh, let it go. Ankles relaxed. Knees relaxed. Maybe even push the legs left and right, in and out. Left and right. Open, close. Right, left. Open, close. So we're going to open the feet apart just a little wider than the hips, not very far. Again, pulling the flesh away so you connect. The knees can be just slightly bent and the toes pointing out so that your little toe side of your foot is sort of turning down towards the ground and your big toe side of the foot is opening up to the ceiling. Get it? All right, hands between the knees. Walk your hands a little farther towards your heels and stop wherever you feel like you have got as far as is good. Maybe you want to rest your hands on. You want to be in between your feet. And rounding the back, we're just going to drop the head and let ourselves relax in soft, open, forward fold. Allow yourself to relax and sink even deeper down. Make any micro adjustments in your shoulders or hips or legs, whatever needs to be done to let you sink down deeper into this forward fold. Ever so soft. Let gravity take control of all the body's structures, the neck, the back, the arms, the hips. Relax. Once you feel like, yeah, that was what I needed, because it does help you to relax. Let's come into a cross-legged position and do a little bit of arm work now. Hands to prayer pose. Elbows come out wide, and this whole section of the forearm, wrist to elbow is parallel to the floor at shoulder level. We're going to separate the hands, the fingers, as wide as you can, each finger touching fingertips, elbows wide. Press. Keep breathing. Try to connect your fingertips, palm of the hand, the wrist, all pushing. Use the muscles of the arms and shoulders, the back and the chest. Lift the top of the head. Keep pushing. Push hard. Breathe with a lot of attitude. Bring that belly out to breathe in. Squeeze it closed to exhale. Woo. All right, let the right hand be stronger than the left, which means the wrists moving slightly to the left. Right hand overpowers. Now the left hand becomes stronger, left arm becomes stronger, it overpowers the right. Push it all the way towards your right shoulder and push back with the right, push back with the left. Keep pushing both hands, just let one side be a little stronger and back to the center. Push with everything you got here. Awesome. Interlock your fingers and stretch it forward, round the back, drop the head, breathe. Sit tall, arms go straight up overhead, breathe in. Exhale, hands to the back of the neck, elbows wide. You can take a moment to look up through the top of your eyes and blink while your elbows go back. Stretch it back up, breathe in. Round it down. Sit tall. Round it straight, stretch the hands straight up, and prayer hands down. Interlock your fingers and squeeze a few times. And let's make a circle, bringing the hands close to the chest, up by the face, out, away, and back in. Squeeze and release as you go around your circle, and keep breathing. Change direction, keep breathing. Squeeze and release. Bring it back right in front of the heart. Keep clenching that fist together with the fingers interlocked. Bring those elbows out and pull the hands apart, while at the same time the fingers are grasping onto each other. Keep breathing. Try to engage all the muscles of your back, shoulders, arms, hands, wrist, fingers, chest. Pull, 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 keep pulling, keep pulling. Engage. Work. All right, release, relax. Wiggle the fingers, shake the wrists. Do whatever feels good right now. Let's swing the arms around the body a little bit. Look over your left hip, look over your right hip. And hands gonna rest on your knees. And this is called the camel ride. We bring that back into an arch, and then look down at your hips, drop your head. Inhale up, exhale down. Camel ride. Pull against those knees, bring that chest forward, shoulders back, lift the chin, breathe in. Round the back, drop the head, look down towards your waist. Shoulders forward, exhale. 3 more times. All right. Roll back onto your hips. Roll back onto your hips. Bring your hands to your knees or maybe behind your knees. And bring the knees up. The heels come up. Heels are at the same level as your knees, hopefully. If you can't quite get them there, they drop. That's okay. Whatever you are is fine. Try to pull against your legs and bring the chest up. Shoulders back. This is a boat pose in yoga. Technically, you're not supposed to hold your legs, so if you want to give the real boat pose a try, the hands come out to the side, palm up, and try to keep your back from being too rounded. You really want a straight back. The real advanced boat pose, the legs are straight. That's not so easy for a lot of us. Can try and find it. It's kind of hard to hold. All right, bring those legs down, just drop them forward, and let's go back to our forward fold. Yeah? Legs are a little bit apart. Toes are pointing out. Slide the hands towards the ankles, maybe reaching for the arch of the foot, sole of the foot, and relax forward. When you're ready, come up. We're going to bend the right leg and bring the heel close to the inside of the thigh on the other side, somewhere in there. Wherever is good for you. If it really doesn't work to have your foot come in, you can have it away from the leg. If you can manage it, it's nice to bring the heel all the way up into the groin. And we're going to, again, make sure you're sitting as tall as you can up on your hip bones, the pelvis points. Lifting the spine, stretch it straight up. Here we're going to do a forward fold where we reach beyond our foot. So I want you to imagine on the other side of your foot is something that you're trying to reach, maybe a basket of fruit with a banana on the top, just at the level of your toes or a little higher. So we reach up, and then we reach for that basket of fruit. Look down at your knee so your neck is straight. Reach with your fingertips and the top of your head. Keep reaching, keep breathing, keep reaching. Reach more, you're almost there. Reach. Reach, keep breathing. And then, if you can, just lift yourself up. If not, bring your hands to the ground and push yourself up. Stretch it up, breathe in. For our hands coming down, close the eyes. Sit quiet for a moment and relax the legs. Let's change sides. Stretch out your right, bend in your left. Basket of fruit on the other side of the foot. Reach up, stretch up, breathe in. Exhale, bending forward with a straight back. We're reaching with everything we can. Reaching, reaching, reaching. And breathing and looking down at the knees so your neck is straight. Keep reaching with the top of your head and your fingertips. Strong breathing here, strong body. 3 more breaths. Keep holding, keep reaching, keep stretching. And hands to the floor, push yourself up. Let's go ahead and scoot down onto our backs. And let the legs come up into the air. We're just going to circle those ankles for a minute. Bend the knees and push it up. Let's bend the right and then the left. Imagine you're kicking your heel towards the ceiling. And here, I really want to see you kick. Or I'm not seeing it, but I want to know that you are kicking. Kicking so much that all the muscles and the tissues in the legs kind of go, whoo, whoo. Straighten it fast as you can. Kick that heel towards the ceiling. Now let's do both legs together. Kick them up. And when you kick them up, it kicks so much that your tailbone comes off the ground just a little bit. Kick it up. Kick your body up with the force of your kick. All right, drop the feet down. The knees are bent. Heels are a little bit wide. And the knees can then lean against each other. Arms come out to the side, capital letter T style. Palms are up, fingers are curled. The body is balanced and heavy on the floor. Relaxed. Let's take a moment, check in with the body. Feeling the weight of the head on the ground. The weight of the arms, each arm pushing down. The upper back, a broad area pushing down on the floor, on the mat. And of course your hips and your feet pushing down, carrying the weight of the body down to the earth. Let's take a moment to focus on our breath as we just rest on our back with our knees leaning against each other. Let the belly and the chest move in perfect unison, in and out. As you stretch your arms out to the side and relax everything in the body. Awesome. Now we're going to take both knees to the left. Look to the left. And just allow the body to sink down. You should feel a nice stretch in the front of the quad, in the front of the right thigh. The right side of the hip reaching down, trying to be heavy. Kind of like you think you're relaxed and then you realize, no, I'm still holding. I'm holding a lot in my mid-back to support my hips. Try to let everything go. Relax. couple of deep restorative breaths here, breathing in through the nose, pretty big. And then let it go through the lips, like a balloon deflating. Finding quietness. Beautiful. Knees up and all the way to the right. Here you feel the stretch in the front of the left thigh. Try to sink that left hip down. Release your mid-back, lower back, hips. Release your mind. Beautiful. Release everything. Be heavy. And bring those knees up again. Let's bring the knees all the way to the chest. Hands on the knees. Squeeze it in a few times. And release it a few times. Exhale as you squeeze in. Inhale as you release. Squeeze it in and hold it. Hold, hold, hold. Keep breathing. And release. Let the knees open. Let them go as far apart as they feel like is good. Don't go too far. Stretch that area, inner thigh. Allow it to release. Breathe. Beautiful. Bring those knees up. Cross the right leg over the left and then bring both knees to the left. All the way to the ground. Open your arms out to the side or bring your right arm alongside the back of your hips as you feel, or somewhere in the middle between, out to the side and down by your side. Now we're going to do something a little crazy. Straighten out your lower leg, your left leg, straighten it out. Bring your right arm over to the floor and go turn yourself chest down. Turn yourself chest down. The only thing that's not moving here is your right leg is still bent, the knee is on the floor. Turning around. This is kind of like the rock climber pose. Except you're not climbing a wall. You're just relaxed. Straighten both legs out. We're down on our belly now. Forehead to the mat or keep your head turned, whichever works. And now we're going to turn the other way. So the left knee will bend and come up close to your left armpit area. So turning over, bring that left leg up. And then push over onto your right side. And cross your knees, chest facing the ceiling, arms open. Nice deep restorative breaths here, in through the nose, out through the lips. And then we roll back onto our backs and knees come back up to the chest. Trying to scoot back so you can see me. I kind of wiggled around there. Knees to the chest, hands to the knees. Squeeze and release. Squeeze and release. Squeeze and hold. Release. Knees go wide. And knees together. Reach it up. So you can touch your toes. If your knees are bent, that's okay. If your legs can be straight, that's okay. Try to touch your toes, whatever it takes. Just touch them. You don't have to grab them. Beautiful. Bend it down. Stretch out on the ground. Relax. So at this point, we're going to roll over onto one side. I'm going to roll on my right side. So that means I'm going to switch around a little bit. For you, maybe you can just roll. Find your fetal position on your right side, head resting on your arm or on a pillow. Make sure you feel balanced, at ease, comfortable. Both knees are bent and stacked. Hand can rest on your hip or in the ground in front of your belly. All right, let's stretch the leg out, the top leg and the hand, reaching, lift as you breathe in. Exhale, drop it down. Lift as you inhale. Exhale, put down. Three more. Two more. One more. At this point, see if you can grab your big toe with your two fingers and bring it into an extreme stretch, but do not force it. Find your stretch wherever it may be. Hold and breathe. And lower it down. Release the leg, release the foot, lower it down. Return to fetal position. And let's roll over to the other side. Do a side leg lift, arm lift action. Fetal position. Take a moment to be balanced and relaxed. Take a moment to be grateful. All right, let's stretch out the top leg and reach the fingertips, and slowly they come up as you inhale. And exhale, drop it back down, slowly and smoothly and controlled. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. more. Slowly. Two more. One more. Let's see if we can bend the knee a little bit. Grab onto that big toe with fingers and find your extreme stretch wherever it may be. Hold. Continue to breathe. Release. Slowly come back down to fetal position for a moment of rest. From here we're going to turn up onto our hands and knees for the table position. Coming up onto hands and knees. Maybe that's an easy transition for you. If not, take your time. And make sure your wrists are under your shoulders, knees are under your hips. Strong table, flat back. Looking down at the mat between your fingers, between your hands. Push those fingertips down. Strong hands to protect your wrists and strengthen your forearms. Keep pushing away so that your shoulders don't come up by your ears, and begin to drop your head and drop your tailbone. Arch your back up. And then sway it down. Lift your face. Push your shoulders away from your ears. Strong back. Lift that tailbone, turn it up and back. Sway the middle of the back down. Inhale. Exhale, round it up, drop the head, drop the tailbone, back and forth between the cat and the cow positions as you breathe in and out. Take your time. And a little side-to-side action, looking around the shoulder for the hip, and then looking around the other shoulder for the other hip. Back to flat back, table position, arch and sway, cat and cow, and a lot of breathing here. Any speed is perfect. Slow or fast, whatever feels good to you. Keep pushing those fingertips down. Beautiful. Come back to a flat back here. Turn your toes under, and we're going to pick the knees up 1 inch, hovering table. Strong fingers now. Pressing down on your fingertips. Lift the knees. If you want a little more challenge, pick one foot up or the other foot up. Cover that table, lower the knees, but don't let them touch the floor. Keep breathing. And we're going to go right into downward dog. Push away with your hands, drop your head down between your arms, lift the tailbone up, push away with the hands. Try to engage your index finger to push. The head drops between the arms, tailbone lifts. Take your dog forward walk, lift one heel and then the other. Shift your weight on your foot, left and right. Send the hips out to the side as you move your weight onto one foot and the other. All right, both toes down. Both heels up, way up on your toes. Push away with your hands even more. Drop the head down between the arms even more. And slowly lower both heels. Then the knees come down, and we go right to pose of a child for a rest. Take your hands and bring them alongside your heels, palms up. Forehead reaches for the floor. ready, come on up. Beautiful. How are we doing? Feeling good? I'm so grateful. Thank you. So we have about 15 minutes left. Let's do a little straddle work. So we're going to bring both legs out. A distance that is suitable for your flexibility, wherever that may be, is perfect. Take a minute to put your hands right on the inside of your knees and push the legs out. So again, the feet are flopping out. Maybe you can't see my feet, but trust me, your feet flop out. Another way to think of that, like yoga teachers talk, is they say the little toe edge of your foot reaches down to the floor. So we're pushing the knees out, rolling the thigh bones out in the sockets of the hip joint. Toes, little toe side reaching to the floor. At the same time you're doing that, lift the heart, top of the head, shoulders away from the ears. Beautiful. Let's just slide the hands towards one ankle and then the other, allowing the body to have some sideways bend. Just getting warmed up here. We're going to reach for the left ankle now. Left ankle, reach and grab a hold. Right hand straight up so you have 180 degrees between the arms. And this hand is going to close down to join the other hand, and you look down towards your leg. Exhale. Open up, inhale. 10 times like that. 10. 9. 8. When you come up, look at the ceiling. 7. 6. Look down at your leg. Look up at the ceiling. 5. 4. 3. 2. And 1. Close it down. Stay looking down at your nose to your knee. Find your extreme stretch here. Stay here. Breathe. Hands to the floor. Push yourself up. Sit quiet for a moment. And let's slide our hands towards the ankle, one and then the other, back and forth again. Going for the right ankle now. Reach for the right ankle, grab a hold. Maybe you like the toes or the side of the foot, wherever's fine. Arms straight out from the shoulders. Looking down towards the knee, bring the hands together at the foot. Exhale. Open up, look at the ceiling. Reach back and up. Inhale. Exhale, close it. Let's do that 10 times. 10. 9. 8. 7. 6. 5. 4. 3. 2. And 1. Here we go. Straight down to the knee. Look at the knee. Forehead to the knee. Nose to the knee. Hold in your extreme position. Hands on the floor by your knee. Push yourself back up to balanced, straight back. Head bowed. Eyes closed. As you inhale, sit a little taller, pushing down on your pelvis points and lifting up through the top of the head. Thank you for that. Beautiful. Let's put the hands on the floor in front of the hips, somewhere in the middle, out here. Nice, big, strong hands on the floor. Big frying pan hands. Bend the elbows, bring the face close to the ground, push back. Inhale up, exhale down. 10 times, take your time, don't force anything, be gentle. 10. 9. 8. 7. 6. 5. If you're at your limit, you're certainly welcome to just rest here in any position that's good for you. 4. We're almost done. 3. 2. And 1. Push the hands against the ground. Walk yourself back up. And bring those legs in. Take a moment for just quiet reflection on your yoga. How do you feel? Any messages from the spine, shoulders, hips, wrists? Any messages? Honor them. So we're so programmed into thinking of pain as the enemy, but it's all a part of you. Just like our society is many, many different people of different needs and different senses of what's right and what's reality. It's all us. We are all one. Respect those messages and try to understand. Don't reject. Beautiful. Let us do an exercise that will hopefully bring some solace, some comfort to the heart in these times of isolation, quarantining, stress. I heard today on the news that a lot of people are losing their hair. They're so stressed out. So, it's real. What's happening to us is real, but we still have each other. We still have true hearts, true love. So let's try to spiritually connect with each other through this gentle, easy exercise. We're going to bring the hands out to the side, stretch them as wide as you can, and breathe in. Imagine that right here is a table that extends out towards infinity beyond you, but it comes right here to your throat chakra, just below the shoulders. And on that tabletop, you can imagine a myriad of beautiful crystal marbles scattered across the tabletop. So we're going to imagine that each one of those marbles represents somebody that you love, something that you love, someone that loves you, someone that you're praying for, some beautiful thing that you miss in your life. Whatever you want to imagine is out there on that tabletop. I want you to reach forward and as far as you can grab it all the marbles off the table and bring it into your heart as you inhale and exhale. So we stretch it out, inhale. I'm just going to work one hand at a time, leaving the other hand straight out to the side. Reach and grab all the marbles off the table, bring them in. Scoop, inhale. Bring them in. Scoop, gather them all, bring them in. Reach, reach, reach. And one more big one. Reach, grab them all, bring them in. Breathe in. and let it go. The other hand, reach, grab them all, bring it in. One more time, reach, grab all the marbles off the table, bring them into your heart, stretch it out, straight out, breathe in, reach it up, prayer hands coming down, just lay your hands on your lap, palm up, then bow your head, but keep your back straight. Let's let our breathing deepen. As you inhale, we're going to count 8 beats. See if you can hold your breath in for 5 beats. I'll do the counting, you just keep pace with the counting. And exhale, we'll go 8 beats. And hold the breath out, squeeze the belly in at the last of your exhalation. And then your body has no air in it as you sit quiet for 5 beats. And then you breathe in again, 8 beats. So let's go ahead and synchronize our breathing by breathing in right now. Let it all go out. And we begin breathing in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold empty. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold empty for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Hold empty for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale for 8. Hold for 5. Exhale. Hold empty for 5. Resume your normal breathing. That is a type of box breathing. So you can do 4 beats, 4 beats, 4 beats, 4 beats, or whatever your breath kind of feels like is the right amount of time to give to your inhalation, your hold, your exhalation, and your hold empty. So that's something that you can play around with. Another thing that you may want to try is, sorry, let me lower this a little bit, sorry. The main thing you want to try is when you're empty of air, you take a moment to suck the belly up into the chest cavity. So it's a real, bringing that tiny waist in, sucking it up into the chest, and really feeling, that's a real traditional yogi hold. If you do that, and that's optional always, but if you do that, before you inhale, be sure to let the belly down so that you can inhale in a normal way rather than having everything up here and trying to breathe when everything's all up in the chest cavity. If you do that, it's a really good massage for the organs. It flushes them with fresh blood, bringing fresh oxygen, and it also allows them to flush out the toxins. So I would recommend you to experiment with it a little bit. It's not something I can easily teach over the internet, but you can hardly go wrong. All you're really doing is exhale all the air out. Once everything is out, just close off your airway, your nose and your mouth close, and suck the tummy up. It may help to hold on to your knees. Lower it down, and then inhale. You may feel like there's almost like a throat block that happens, and that is how it should be. You're closing off the lock here and the lock at the bottom of the torso so that you're closing everything in and bringing it all up. It's really good for you. So with having said that, I see we are past the top of the hour, so I'm so sorry I went over today, but hopefully you feel a little better, a little more connected to our friendship, our interaction. I miss seeing you. If you want to do some yoga in person and you're in St. Martin, I teach yoga at Joga in Simpson Bay, behind the First Caribbean Bank. Every Saturday at 7:30, we go for an hour, and then we do we're going to start doing a little dance at the end, so an extra 15 minutes of movement, moving around to kind of enjoy life and feel good. So those classes have been really small. I normally have 2 or 3 or 4 people in the class on Saturday morning at 7:30. So we can expand out into the porch if you're feeling like you don't want to be close to people for a quote-unquote exercise session. You're certainly welcome to be outside on the porch, but as I say, the studio when I'm teaching is very empty. It's 2 or 3 people in there with me, and that's a lot of room for social distancing. We have the doors open so the air is free to move in and out of the studio. I would love to see you if you can make it. Joga's open 7 days a week for yoga and Pilates. So if that's something you're interested in, do so. Please make sure you feel good. Don't allow yourself to spiral down into the depths of depression and having your hair fall out and stress. Just let yourself enjoy life, even in this odd situation we find ourselves in. I grant you my most sincere namaste. Have a wonderful day. See you on Thursday. Take care.